The idea of combining comedy and meditation could only come from someone like you, Maxie. What was the idea behind it?
So it started during Melbourne's lockdown last year, the long one, and all our film work had stopped and I was struggling mentally. I had a 2-year-old and a pregnant partner and no work, and I realised I needed to do something for my brain. I tried some of the overseas apps and I put them on, and I think with a history of comedy and racing thoughts, as I listened to it, I just couldn't buy into it. And I don't know why. I knew it definitely worked for people, but for me, it wasn't. And I kind of did a joke version of it, like a comedy meditation. And my partner was like, I think there's something in this.
And you open up a suitcase that you think is ski gear. But it's DVDs. Why have I still got all these DVDs?
We'd saved enough for a house deposit and we were going to buy our first house. But then with lockdown and uncertainty, this seemed to be one of the most certain ideas Leah and myself, my partner, had ever had. And we Googled app developers in Melbourne and had a few meetings, and next thing you know, we rolled the dice and put a house deposit into an app.
What could possibly go wrong, Maxie?
Laughscape is an app where we've combined comedy with mindfulness, and we have comedy sleep stories by some of Australia's best comedians.
Hi there. Andy Lee here. One half of Hamish and Andy. Some might think the less exciting half, which is perfect for what we've got to do right now together.
It's an amazing counterintuitive thing in some ways, Maxie, but I was just listening to Andy Lee's story and it had the perfect effect. It made me calm because you've captured the essence of a guided meditation, and it made me smile and it made me laugh, and we know that's a healthy thing to do. So if you can crack that code, which it seems like you have, a lot of people are going to enjoy this. Well,
that's it. And I sometimes have been associating it with early interventions of negative thoughts.
Yeah.
So I feel that in my life, a lot of that starts in bed at night if you've had a rough day, and I think the spiral can begin in bed for a lot of people. The whole premise or whole point of these comedy sleep stories is to shift the attention away from your thoughts and just focus it into these stories, and hopefully with the music and the relaxed tone, you might just nod off.
You might need to escape this meeting that you're in. Maybe it's on Zoom and you're pretending that those headphones are playing you the voice of your boss, but really it's me.
A lot of my mates are tradies, and they think that you have to go to a Bali retreat, silent retreat for 10 days or something to do meditation and mindfulness. But then I'd find out that they would drink, a 6-pack of beer a night, or they'd be maybe taking something to fall asleep, and it was a pretty big problem. So this app we tried to design it to be like a stepping stone between doing nothing healthy for your brain and, meditation. Maybe this could just be the first step to not have a 6-pack before going to bed or something like that.
Can you breathe out your ears? 'Cause like sometimes you do that, you'll go, like you're on a flight and you get blocked ears. Then you pinch your nose and breathe and it pops it. So you're like, well, I can breathe out my ears. Why don't we do that more often?
We've had no regrets. In fact, I think we would have had a lot more regrets if we had have got the house. We've only been, live on the App Store for 3 or 4 months, but starting to get some really overwhelmingly positive feedback from strangers that are using it. We got one message from someone who uses it in hospital when visiting hours are over. It makes the stay easier, and people that have never been able to, click with something that helps with their sleep. They've finally found that thing, and people listening to it every night and stuff, which has been crazy.
Like, when you're swimming freestyle, you just put an ear out of the water. Keep your head still.